and Fire TV.
Everything you love about Pignetti's now on Sundays.
Live from Fort Hood and the 6 News studio, it's the USO Fort Hood Yellow Ribbon Telethon. Proudly brought to you by Sport Clips and Paul Mitchell.
Good afternoon, Central Texas, wherever you may be across our viewing area. I'm Chris Radcliffe alongside Leslie Draffin, and we are live from USO Fort Hood on this Veterans Day as we honor our veterans for serving our country. If you happen to be out and about in your community and you see a veteran, please stop and take the time to thank them for their service. Today is their day.
That's right, Chris. Today we have the pleasure of bringing you the 2021 USO Fort Hood Veterans Day Yellow Ribbon Telethon. USO Fort Hood continues the mission of strengthening America's service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country. Over the next hour, you will get a chance to see firsthand how USO Fort Hood makes a difference by providing comfort, care, and connectivity, all with the help and support of their amazing volunteers, sponsors, and donors like you.
Yeah, you can make a big difference. Your generosity will help continue the amazing work the USO has been performing for more than 80 years. Now, since World War II, they've been bringing a piece of home to wherever our military members serve, no matter how far away around the globe. As a nonprofit organization, they can only carry out their mission with the support of people like you, people who are proud of our military families and grateful for their service. Now, you can make your donations, and we thank you ahead of time by texting the word FORCE, that's F-O-R-C-E, to 90990. Then choose your donation amount. You too can be a force behind the forces. And a reminder that USO Fort Hood would like to take a moment to thank our generous sponsors for helping to make today's event a possibility. A special thanks to our title sponsors, Sport Clips and Paul Mitchell. Without you, this event would not be possible. Thank you for your generosity.
And thank you so much for your support. Like Chris said, we at Channel 6 do have the pleasure to be the media sponsor for this event. We are so proud to do that, and we truly appreciate and really continue your support. All right, well, let's kick things off with a message from USO President and CEO, J.D. Crouch II.
Hello, Central Texas. My name is J.D. Crouch, CEO and President of the USO. This year, we have honored and recognized the USO's 80th anniversary, 80 years of keeping our armed forces connected to family, home, and country. The USO is a beacon of light for those serving in the military and their families. We will always strive to be where our military needs us, and with your support, continue to provide best-in-class service for another 80 years, especially at Fort Hood. The USO prides itself on 8 core values, one of which is gratitude. Gratitude for our military and their families. We maintain a spirit of kindness and appreciation toward those we support and those, our volunteers and donors, who provide that support. Thank you for your support of USO Fort Hood, the largest USO in the world. We are so happy that this new USO Center is located right here at the Great Place. Thank you so much for your time, and happy Veterans Day.
And the USO has been around for 80 years, and during that time, they have continued to support our nation's military and their families, of course. Today's service members need the care, comfort, connection, and support that can only be provided by an organization that is with them at every point of their military journey. So no matter where or under what conditions they serve, the USO can be there. Joining me now to talk about it is Randy Hardin. He's a local Geico insurance agent in Killeen, also a member of the USO Fort Hood board. Randy, first of all, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
Well, fantastic. We're delighted to have you here. Now, how did you first get involved in USO? You're a former service member yourself.
So my first experience with the USO was on my way to boot camp in 1974. I stepped off the airplane in San Diego, California, and some wonderfully nice people handed me some cookies and something to drink before we got on in the cattle cars, and those were kind of the last nice faces I saw for a while.
Absolutely. You're dating yourself there by 1974, throwing that out there, you realize, Randy. Now, of course, being that you're a prior Navy, of course, thank you for your service. Is there any difference in working with the Navy than with the Army?
Well, there's certainly some difference in the organizational structure and the ranks. I've had to learn a lot of ranks in the last few years that I didn't know before, but the people are the same, and that's the most important thing. Soldiers and sailors have the same needs, and their families have the same need, and the USO serves them all.
And of course, we celebrate all of them today. So now, what are some memorable events that Geico has been a part of with the USO on Fort Hood? I know you guys are heavily involved.
We've had the privilege of helping in a lot of ways. We've sponsored the Yellow Ribbon Gala for many years now, which is another fundraiser for the USO. We've sponsored lunch on Mondays every day for soldiers who come for lunch. We've helped with a lot of other things as well.
Just terrific event, of course, of the USO. It's just awesome. Now, is there anything that you'd like to share that people might not know about the USO? You told us your personal story, but anything else?
Yeah. Well, the USO does a lot more than people might think. A lot of people are familiar with the USO serving in airports. That's the most common place people see the USO. But the USO is all over the world, helping military members do a lot of things. Sometimes it's simply recreation.
Sure.
It's often a way to communicate with their family members back home. But in the United States, at Fort Hood, we help not only the soldiers, but the family members right here in this center and make a huge difference in their life, including the transition program, which helps soldiers who are leaving the service and going back into civilian life.
And where you're talking to me from right now, this facility, it's just fantastic. I mean,
it's amazing, and it's much bigger than you can see on the screen here.
Absolutely. We're going to try to show more of that as we go. So now, Randy, why should someone out there consider donating to the USO or maybe even volunteering?
That's a great question. The money, any amount of money that anyone donates today, whether it's $1 or whatever amount, is going to make an immediate, tangible difference in the lives of soldiers and their families right here at home on Fort Hood. And it's not just money. We need volunteers as well. I hope you'll donate. But if you have time that you want to make a difference in somebody else's life, this is the way to do it. You can volunteer and make a difference in the life of a soldier and their family members.
So your time is just as valuable as your money?
Sometimes more.
Yeah, awesome. Randy, thanks for joining us today. Just a terrific interview. Best of luck with Geico and everything you guys do. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Man, that is awesome. Okay, Randy is just terrific. The USO continuously adapting to the needs of men and women in uniform and their families so that they can focus on their important mission. And we hope you stick around to learn more about the USO and see the special guests we have lined up. We're going to get to the money tally because you're a big part of that at home. And reminder that you can donate by texting the word FORCE to 90990. We'll send you the link. You do the rest. It's just that easy. We're coming right back.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Daniel and I have a combined 24 years of military service, and we've moved 9 times.
So we were thrilled when HEB partnered with Operation Find Me Home to build us an ultra-accessible, mortgage-free home for our family.
HEB has helped so many veteran families, so they really knew the things that we needed, like drawers instead of cabinets and wider hallways.
HEB didn't just give us a house. They gave me back my independence.
Now Texas is our home base for good.
At HEB. No store does more than my HEB.
When we founded Paul Mitchell nearly 40 years ago, people would ask, John Paul, why do you want to make hair care products? I tell them, I don't. I want to make super hair care products, but it's more than that. It's hair color that makes you feel like $1,000,000 and passionate people doing what they love. It's giving back, treating the planet kindly, and supporting the professional hairdresser. To me, it's not just about hair care. It's creating something beautiful for all of us.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
My name is Greg. Myself and my wife both volunteer at the USO. I've been stationed overseas 9 years and a couple of deployments overseas for combat tours. I saw the USO and all of the amenities that they tried to bring to us and to bring a little comfort of home wherever we went across the globe. When I got to the tail end of my career and there was an actual USO on that installation, I determined we were going to give back to that organization that had done so much to support those soldiers that were placed in harm's way, that were relocated away from the comfort of the nearby families. And then we came to Fort Hood and continued on that legacy of giving back.
Welcome back to the USO Yellow Ribbon Telethon. We hope you are enjoying the show. And we know it is still early in the program, but we want to check that total so far. Chris,
drum roll, please.
What's the total?
Can you say over 20? We're going to go to $27,125 right now. So we're, if I do the math, just a little over a third of the way to the goal. Tell them the goal.
The goal today is to raise $75,000. So please keep those donations coming in. If you have already given, get on your social media, get on the phone, tell your friends to tune in and make sure 90990. You too can be a force behind the forces.
Yeah, thank you for your generous donations. Now, as you already know, the USO's tradition of supporting service members stretches all the way back to their beginnings in 1941. We're entering one of my favorite parts of the program, Leslie. Can you believe that? To boost our military's morale, the USO teamed up with some of our country's biggest stars at the time, and now still biggest stars, to produce concerts, meet and greets, and other interactive events for our service members at home and abroad.
For more than 6 decades, from World War II all the way through Vietnam to the Gulf War, Bob Hope traveled the world visiting remote outposts and isolated battleships to put on USO shows to support our nation's service members and their families. His passion and commitment for helping keep troops and families connected from halfway around the globe lives on today.
Thanks for the memories.
But I'm happy to be here with you ladies and gentlemen of Fairbanks.
Actually, I've got a special warm spot for the USO. We both started working for people in uniform about the same time.
Like I said, the USO and I have covered a lot of ground together.
Your old sidekick, Bob Hope.
I'm glad of this chance to pass along the thanks to the guys and gals in uniform.
What's he doing here? They might have asked that question the first time Bob Hope showed up. No GI station anywhere in the world would ask it today.
The Bob Hope Show is one of the highlights of the year.
I want to congratulate all you fellas for being such a wonderful audience. A lot of these sailors sleep in hammocks. You know what a hammock is. That's government issue curvature of the spine. How do you feel, Jerry?
I feel fine.
You're fine.
I'm in the pink.
You're in the pink.
Yes, that's the blue ones in the laundry.
Yeah. Thank you. How do you do, fellas? This is Bob. But I just wanted to... Hey, come out here, everybody, will you?
Thanks from America to all our men in blue, our boys in khaki too, our tough Marines, our Coast Guard, our Army nurses true. We thank you so much.
Now, in the spirit of Bob Hope and his dedication in bringing military families together, the Bob Hope Legacy is proud to partner with the USO to create the Bob Hope Legacy Reading Program. So when a service member stationed in the deserts of Kuwait misses the birth of his child, the USO is there to provide that powerful connection back home. Through the Bob Hope Legacy Reading Program, that service member is able to read his newborn daughter a bedtime story from halfway around the globe. Service members can walk into participating USO locations, record themselves reading their child's favorite story, and have that recording shipped home. The program connected more than 39,000 military families around the globe through reading in 2019.
USO Fort Hood also hosts a weekly virtual reading program to showcase the Bob Hope Legacy Reading Program every Wednesday. Readers include volunteer, service members, and staff, and we have more coming up, so stay with us and please share on social media that you are watching our show this afternoon and giving your support to the USO today.
Now, the USO is a great way to give back to our nation's military men and women. In fact, the USO has been the way America has supported its military community since World War II, and we certainly hope that you can make a donation today to keep that mission going well into the future. Again, let's take a quick look at how the USO has connected our service members to family, home, and country for more than 80 years.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
It's game day at Raising Cane's.
I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Don't miss out on hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of fresh-made tea and lemonade that are sure to turn any tailgate into a tailgrate.
Good grief.
So grab your canes and enjoy the game. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
At Paul Mitchell, we believe in the beauty of giving back, protecting our forests and waterways, feeding families in need through sustainable community gardens, and ensuring that our products are always cruelty-free. Big or small, there's beauty in making a difference every single day. That's what connects all of us together in a deep, meaningful way. Join us. Live beautifully.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hello, Central Texas. My name is Abdul Subhani, President and CEO of Syntex Technologies, an IT consulting company based in Killeen, Texas. I'm also a civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army for Capital Region. I'm a big supporter of USO Fort Hood. I first met Ms. Isabel about 2 years ago when she gave me the tour of the new facility and got to know how much and what all services USO provides to our military service members and their families. Our team at Centex volunteers their time to provide technology services at USO Fort Hood. Thank you for watching, and please help and support USO Fort Hood.
Wow, USO Fort Hood does so much, and your generous donations help the USO strengthen our service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country. Be a force behind the forces, and please continue giving today. Now, one of those force behind the forces is Sport Clips, which was founded in Georgetown in 1993 and has numerous locations throughout Central Texas. Joining me now live at Sport Clips in Harker Heights is anchor Jasmine Caldwell. Hey, how's it going out there, Jasmine?
Hey Leslie, and happy Veterans Day to all of our service members out here. I'm here at Sport Clips with my new friend Roxy. She is the manager here, and tell me what's going on today.
So we're giving free haircuts to all our active duty members and veterans. It's just a way of us saying thank you and giving back to them. Our founder, Gordon Logan, is actually a Vietnam veteran himself and a big supporter of our nation's military. And so he sets the example, and we like to follow that.
Oh, that's great. Okay, awesome. So giving free haircuts is not the only way that you give back to veterans. What's another way you do that?
So we are partnered up with the VFW, and we founded a program called Help a Hero. And so we provide with scholarships to all of those veterans. It's just an easy way for them to transition from the military life into their civilian life by going back to college and continue their careers.
Perfect. That is so great. Great things going on down here, guys. Close at 7 o'clock tonight, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So veterans, get on down here and get your free haircut. Well, that's all the time we have. Leslie, I'm going to send it back over to you.
Yeah, my husband needs a haircut. I'll have to send him down there to you, Jasmine. We will be right back right after this.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
It's game day at Raising Cane's.
I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Don't miss out on hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of fresh-made tea and lemonade that are sure to turn any tailgate into a tailgrate.
Good grief.
So grab your canes and enjoy the game. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
When we founded Paul Mitchell nearly 40 years ago, people would ask, John Paul, why do you want to make hair care products? I tell them, I don't. I want to make super hair care products, but it's more than that. It's hair color that makes you feel like $1,000,000 and passionate people doing what they love. It's giving back, treating the planet kindly, and supporting the professional hairdresser. To me, it's not just about hair care. It's creating something beautiful for all of us.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hi there, Central Texas. I'm Alan Reyes, Chief Operating Officer of the USO, and I'd like to thank you for taking part in our USO Fort Hood Telethon. We're so grateful for your support of our service members and their families around the world, and especially at Fort Hood, where the USO has been serving soldiers and Army families for over 20 years. In good times and in bad, the USO Fort Hood staff and volunteers have answered the call hundreds of thousands of times every year. Central Texas, please help support them as we continue to serve the Fort Hood community for the next 20 years and beyond. Thank you.
Hey, Central Texas, welcome back. And isn't it a great day? Just a beautiful Veterans Day out there. And welcome back into the Yellow Ribbon Telethon. Now, we thank you ahead of time. We know you're making those donations. Please send a donation. All you have to do is text the word FORCE, that's FORCE, to 90990. And then you too can be a force behind the forces. Hey, Leslie, did you know that the USO Fort Hood was the first USO to open on a military installation?
I certainly did. It was back in 2001, 20 years ago this year, when they first opened their doors in what was then known as the Rivers Building and is now USO Fort Hood, the largest USO in the world. And in those 20 years, there have been several moves and renovations, but USO Fort Hood has continued to provide its programs, comforts from home, and services to the center guests. Programs such as movies on the lawn, Super Bowl parties, Coffee Connections for spouses, and the newest program, USO Kids, that included special movie-themed events, crafts and story time, and of course, a dinosaur dig. For 80 years, the USO has always been by the side of our military, from peaceful times to heightened conflicts. Yet today, we're still navigating through the new territory of COVID-19. USO Fort Hood continues to deliver the mission, all while ensuring the health and safety of everyone. Each day provides a new set of unique challenges, and USO Fort Hood has been there every step of the way, providing contact-free events such as virtual programming that included live quizzes and Bob Hope Legacy Reading Program Storytime. In-person programs include Power Hour lunches, computers for mission essential work, celebrity guest speakers like Eric Bana, and of course, the Back-to-School Birthday Bash Spectacular Drive-Through Edition. For service members on the ground, USO Fort Hood has delivered gift bags in quarantine areas, partnering with Goodfellow Air Force Base, and with the help from sponsors, delivered cookies, toiletry items, and so much more. How is the USO able to accomplish so much? The answer is simple: with volunteers.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about some of those services right now. Joining us is one of those volunteers at USO Fort Hood, Brian Mulligan. Hello, Brian. Thank you, first of all, for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on.
How did you get involved with such a great organization? Why did this become a passion of yours?
Well, being on the other side of it, the receiving side, and feeling out all the resources that happened, I retired in 2019, coming here to Fort Hood, and I just needed to give back to Fort Hood that gave to my soldiers so many times, so many years that I've been in.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your service, first of all, and happy Veterans Day to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Now, why do you enjoy it so much? Why does it feel so rewarding? I know you just mentioned you've been on both sides of it now.
Absolutely. I mean, coming down here and actually talking to soldiers and taking care of them, I know that there's, being on the other side, how stressful work can be and things, even deployed, the USO is there as well. So having that ability to just go and relax and be able to take care of some things, I'm a part of that now, that I can give back to those soldiers and taking care of them.
I can sense the pride in your voice when you're talking about it. Now, as a retired service member who's running his own business, so you're a very busy guy, how do you even find the time to volunteer?
Well, it's because it's important. And I found out nowadays that if something's important, you'll make time for it. So that's really important to me, to make sure that my soldiers are taken care of, still calling my soldiers today, but that they're taken care of, and being able to just give back a little bit, that's important to me.
Amen. That's terrific. Okay, USO Fort Hood has, there's so many different things you can be involved with. Which is your favorite here? You got to pick a sector where you want to donate your time.
Well, you know, it's really hard to say. I've been involved in a lot of things through the Christmas and lights and handing out cocoa, and, you know, going through a Halloween and the trunk or treat kind of stuff, and just all the, being in the center itself. I can't just pick one because they're just so special to me, being able to see a soldier taken care of.
And I was going to say, that all sounds like family with the kids, the events you just mentioned right there.
Absolutely, too. Yes.
I know that you guys, you know, it's very precious the time you can have with your family. Now, not only do you volunteer, Brian, you are also a volunteer trainer. So you've taken it up a notch. Tell me a bit about what that means, and how do you train volunteers as part of the USO program here?
Well, we have a thing called Red Magic. It's a little thing that we go by, and making sure that everybody's within their sectors, and we're giving the best quality resources to our service members is very important. Mm-hmm. So to ensure that, you know, we have guidance and sectors we need to be involved in, and ensuring that they get the best quality. So that's all that's about, is ensuring that the best quality is given to those service members. So giving my experience and training to those service members, and the volunteers is ensuring that we're taken care of.
You know, we talked earlier about maybe the volunteering being even more important than the money, because, you know, it's the relationships that are built as well. So if someone out there is on the fence about volunteering, what would you say to them, and why would you want them to volunteer their time at USO Fort Hood?
Well, I would say basically, don't be too selfish.
Yep.
It's really good and it feels good to help out people and you know, making sure that's taken care of. But if I can make one service member smile, that's important to me, and that's what I think volunteering is all about. So if you don't want to give back to somebody, come back and make a service member smile. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so we're going to hold everybody's feet to the fire. If they can't volunteer today because you want them, then we want them to donate some money, right?
Absolutely, very sure.
All right, either way, you're helping. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for your time today and all the good work you do. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, another wonderful member of our military. Okay, if you'd like to make a donation, just text the word FORCE, F-O-R-C-E, to 90990, and then you too can be a force behind the forces. Hey, you're watching the Fort Hood USO Yellow Ribbon Telethon. We're far from done. Come on back.
My name is Ken, and this is my wife, Pam.
Well, we get to a lot of times meet the soldiers as they're coming in the front door and greeting them. They're always so appreciative that we are here. We also work at the computer desk, and the same experience back there. They're just so grateful that we're here, and we're just so grateful to have the opportunity to serve those who are serving our country and to be able to give back a little bit to them for all the sacrifice that they're making for us.
And when you see their eyes light up with being received and welcomed and appreciated, you just can't help but fall in love with these guys and what they're going through.
Hey everybody, let's check in on the fundraising total. We need to announce it. Okay, we got big numbers coming out. We were sitting at the 27,000 mark. Let's go to Leslie, are you ready for this? $52,125. We have almost doubled up. It's unbelievable, but again, we're on our way to $75,000. So you can help push that over the top over the next 29 minutes. Please do. Remember, when you support the USO, you are not only supporting our men and women in uniform, but you are also supporting their families as well.
Yes, and that support is absolutely critical. Did you know that the average military spouse moves 8 to 12 times over the course of a 20-year career in the military? Well, that means packing up the family families settling into a new community every few years. And spouses are often the ones who have to find new schools, new doctors, new sports teams for their kids. Sometimes they have to find a new school or a new job for themselves too. Not to mention that some new local friends to support them along the way. So that is where the USO comes in. In 2016, the USO launched new programs worldwide to strengthen and empower military spouses by connecting them to social, professional, and community networks. One of those programs is the Uso Coffee Connections, where military spouses gather in a comfortable setting over a cup of coffee. In 2020, the USO hosted more than 500 of these events, which brought together more than 8,000 military spouses.
The Coffee Connections here at USO Fort Hood has been a lot of fun. And over the last year, I've really watched the group grow. And we're seeing more and more people come back every single month. And they're excited about whatever project we've come up with. Crafting is my second job. I may be a loan officer and I help people buy their homes, but crafting is what I do in my spare time. It's been a whole lot of fun to meet people who are new to the area and help them get acclimated. I've seen some great friendships grow from this. And it's an incredibly fun group of people.
Last year, the USO altered its programming to accommodate spouses during the pandemic, hosting more than 300 virtual programs that connected over 5,500 spouses with other military spouses in their local communities and networks. In 2021, the USO plans to continue hosting more than 500 virtual and in-person coffee connections to over 8,500 spouses with other military spouses in their communities. In 2021, the USO plans to continue hosting more than 500 virtual and in-person coffee connections to over 8,500 spouses with other military spouses in their local communities. And let me be the first to announce that the special delivery program will be hosted here at USO Fort Hood 2022. This program combines baby shower games, local guest speakers, and drawings for traditional baby shower gifts, providing a touch of home for moms-to-be who are often away from their families, friends, and support networks during their pregnancies. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Johnny Mojica with HEB, and we are so honored to be a part of the USO Yellow Ribbon Telethon this year. We are so proud of the partnership we have with the USO and are so excited that we get to support our active duty service members and their families with power hour lunches and a ton of military-focused initiatives within the USO. On behalf of HEB and the 137,000 partners, we say thank you to our active duty service members and their families for the profound service and sacrifice that they make on behalf of our nation.
And a big thank you to HEB. What a wonderful partner they have been. Hello, Central Texas. Welcome back to the USO Fort Hood Veterans Day Yellow Ribbon Telethon. We're delighted you found us. You know, our local USO Center is a haven for our military families. It's a source of entertainment, connection, and even support. So help us keep these doors open. This facility is wonderful, and keep our military community in top shape by donating now. You can send your donation by texting the word FORCE, that's FORCE, to 90990. And again, Leslie, we've talked about it before. It doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, a $20 donation or more. Your gift will help support those who serve right here in our community in Central Texas. And boy, do we appreciate your support.
We absolutely do. The mission is to strengthen America's military service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country throughout their service to our nation. But what happens when a service member is ready to make the transition from military life to the civilian world? Well, the answer is the USO Pathfinder Transition Program. And Jesus Chavez has more on what the Pathfinder program is and who can take advantage of it right here at USO Fort Hood.
Hello everyone, my name is Jesus. I am the USO Fort Hood's Transition Manager. The Pathfinder program is unique in that we're going to sit you down and have that one-on-one conversation and tailor a plan to your needs. Not everybody's plan is the same. It could be stressful when you're transitioning, not knowing what to expect. I went through the process about 2.5 years ago myself. It helped ease my mind. I knew that they were going to take care of me, and I was able to land my first job with the program. So I know the program works. And now that I'm on this side, I strive to ensure that every service member knows about our program. The biggest takeaway is that, we're here to take care of you. Our goal is to ensure that you have that plan that's going to ease your transition. That's what the program is about, is helping relieve some of that stress. If you're going through the transition process and they're not using USO Transitions program, I encourage you to reach out to us, service members and spouses, to ensure that you have that plan to help ease your transition.
Now, the USO Pathfinder Transition Program works with strategic partners to connect service members and military spouses to resources through a holistic approach, focusing on things like employment, education, financial readiness, mentorship, and of course, increased access to relevant veterans benefits in their communities. Now, through the creation of an individualized action plan, USO Transition Specialists collaborate with individuals to identify their personal and professional goals and build a roadmap to achieving them, while also identifying services and resources that are the best fit for their needs. The program offers support to service members even 12 months after they've officially left service, providing them with resources well along their journey to civilian life. Now, USO Transition Specialists provide these free services through one-on-one support, either virtually or in person, and help military families create a plan for success now and for the future.
Okay, now you've been making the difference at home. Let's check in again on the fundraising total. So far, we have raised $54,625.
Wow.
It's an incredible amount. We thank you so much, but I want to remind everybody, Leslie, our goal is higher than that.
Yes.
$75,000. We're bold. We're going for more this year. You can make a difference, so please continue to give. We can't do it without you. Remember, when you support the USO, you are not only supporting our men and women in uniform, you are supporting their families as well. And what better time to do it than on November 11th, the 11th day of the 11th month of the 221st year, something like that, in the year of our Lord, 2021. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. Thanks for that donation.
What?
Isabel, step right behind those two.
Okay.
Now the lights catch you.
Well, welcome back to the USO Yellow Ribbon Telethon. We hope you are enjoying the show. We're certainly having a great time out here. Remember, to make a donation, simply text FORCE to 90990. You too can be a force behind the forces. Now, you have heard quite a lot about the USO mission and how USO Fort Hood supports the military. So joining me now is Isabel Hubbard, USO Fort Hood Executive Director, who can tell us a little more about this center. Hey, Isabel.
Hi, Leslie. I'm so excited to be with you. I'm excited everybody's here today. You've heard a lot about the USO, and you also know that it's the 20th birthday and that we are the largest USO center in the world. In fact, rather than tell you about our amazing center here at the Great Place, how about I show you? We've put together a little glimpse of this amazing center for the viewers at home. Well, welcome everybody to USO Fort Hood in Texas. My name is Isabel Hubbard. I'm the Executive Director, and the gentleman standing next to me is Benjamin Griffin, and he's my Center Operations Programs Manager.
Come on in. Right now we're standing in the main part of USO Fort Hood at the center. In this room here, we've got some lounge areas over here to my left. We have ping pong tables, pool tables, some areas to sit, and of course, everyone can enjoy some lovely TV, watch some good sports on the television. It's just a place for service members and their families to relax and enjoy themselves. Follow me and we'll show you the kitchen area.
So right now we're in our demonstration kitchen. We serve daily lunches. In the future, we are going to actually hold demonstration cooking classes. Come with me now, we're gonna go to the computer cafe.
Behind me are 30 computers for service members and their families to be able to check their email and reach out to their loved ones. Now follow me to the gaming area. We have 12 gaming systems here, PlayStation, Xboxes, for service members to come in and just take a load off playing their favorite video games. Now we're gonna take a trip to our movie theater. Follow me.
So right now we're standing outside of the movie theater where we can see 31 service members and their families. Shh, we're not gonna go in because the movie's going on right now. Through these doors is our Pathfinder team ready to help transitioning service members through their journey, also our military spouses.
Now we're gonna take a trip to our music room. This wonderful room gives the opportunity for service members and their families to play some instruments.
And most recently we had Locash in here just creating beautiful sounds.
Now we're going to head to the Bob Hope Reading Room.
We are so fortunate to have this space where families can come in, record a book, send it to their loved ones. The next place I want to take you is our wellness room.
This lovely wellness room was designed for service members to come in, have a few trigger sessions on the equipment. This room is also complete with a waterfall.
Let's go back out to the front.
Thank you for joining us today. We only showed you a bit of a glimpse of what we have to offer. You'll just have to come by and see it for yourself.
Wow, okay, this place is amazing. We've only gotten to see a tiny little bit, so I'm glad we got to have that tour. I love what you guys are doing here for active duty service members and their families, of course. They are really able to take advantage of all of this amazing stuff whenever they're stationed here at Fort Hood. So I have to ask, how has this year been for you and the USO staff?
You know what, Leslie, I work with a team of professionals and they just don't stop. So as the military families and soldiers need us, we're there. So we've been just rocking and rolling, providing services and center activities and programs to die for.
Awesome. Okay, you guys have had some really fun ones. What about the Halloween Carnival event?
Oh my gosh, Trunk or Treat Carnival. We were expecting 250, the usual. The end count was 845
wow.
people. So that tells you that they are ready to come back, and we're ready for them. We are just going to push on through until we get to everybody.
Absolutely. And so you also had this last Friday, you hosted this family portrait weekend. So how exactly does something like that come about?
Okay, for 16 years we've been doing this around November time. And last year we didn't, of course. But the year before, we saw 383 people, families. This year, we serviced 403 families.
Wow.
Total of 2,000 plus people in this great center.
Oh my goodness.
And oh my gosh, the pictures are to die for. It's
They are
just beautiful.
so cute. Look at these pictures. That is amazing. I love this. And of course, while that family portrait weekend was happening, you guys had this USO Sprinter van down in Georgetown, and it was supporting the Field of Honor event. What was that all about?
Well, this was the first time that the USO was honored to be a part of the Field of Honor. You know, it's a day full of just honoring our veterans and of the different services. So we're very fortunate that we were down there shaking hands, just telling everybody about the USO and that we were right in their neighborhood, right up the street. It was something to watch.
And USO Fort Hood has also been really busy this year. So what events can we look forward to for the holiday season?
Well, we've had such an amazing time that keep looking for the USO Holidays 12 Days of Cheer. That's the first 12 days of December with different holiday activities.
Well, that sounds like a blast. All right, so much other things are going on. Isabel, thank you so much for sharing. We'll be back to wrap things up for the 2021 USO Fort Hood Yellow Ribbon Telethon live from USO Fort Hood right after this. Don't go anywhere. Check 1, 2, 3 on the stick mic. Can you hear me on the stick mic? Blah, 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 blah.
No, it's stronger.
Okay. To have you joining us for the Yellow Ribbon Telethon. Of course, just a reminder, you can make your donation by texting the word FORCE. That's FORCE to 90990. It's really a great cause. We've come almost to the end of our day. Again, we're going for $75,000 today. You can make such a difference in our area here.
And speaking of donations, we do have this amazing check to present to Isabel, so I'm going to get Isabel to come on over. And here is the big check.
Okay, can you see the numbers here?
Just go ahead and cover up my face. I know you need to.
I'm going to hold it up where everybody can see it. Look at this, $3,500 to the USO on Fort Hood. This is amazing, presented on this date, November 11th, 2021. So I got to the outside of it, Leslie. You're still back there, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Here
We can
I
see
am.
you.
There we go.
She's like a pop-up. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors today. This has been an absolutely incredible event. I mean, HEV made such a difference, but our sponsors who made all the difference today, Sport Clips and Paul Mitchell. Without you, this event would not have been possible. And again, we're just delighted to be the media sponsor, Leslie.
We are. We have had such a great time. I have really loved it. I haven't seen this building before because he was here last year. I was in studio when we did this, and of course, COVID. So, Isabel, thanks so much for having us. This is a beautiful event. We love the Yellow Ribbon Gala that we were doing a couple of years back. Maybe we'll meet up again after the years of COVID are done.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say before we go?
Absolutely. I just want to give my heartfelt thanks to everybody who is watching today. I just want to let you know, this is Isabel Hubbard, USO Fort Hood Executive Director, signing off.
Well,
be good, be safe, be smart, be healthy, and always, always, always thank a service member, their spouse, and their children. Until next time.
Awesome. We know this is your passion, so thank you so much, Isabel. It's been a tough year, but I know we brought it home in a big way today, so thank you so much. And again, you could still, we have time for you to make your final donations today. Of course, we're going to recap all this in our 5, 6, and 10 o'clock news. Leslie, tell them how one more time.
So simple. Text the word FORCE to 90990. At last count, we had almost $58,000, so we're hoping we're going to have even more. That goal is $75,000, and again, you can continue giving for quite some time, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Anything else you want to say right before we go?
Y'all are awesome. Next year. Let's go next year.
Happy Veterans Day to everyone out there. Thank you so much for your service.
And thanks to Fort Hood for having us out. It's really been a great event that we here at 6 News are very proud to be a part of. So make that donation. Again, we'll wrap it all up today at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, thank a veteran. Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
See you later.
Thank you for joining us. You can still donate. Text FORCE to 90990. Be the force behind the forces.